Hello there guys, and welcome back to another very exciting video on the channel. Last night during the Nintendo Direct event, we got an announcement for a brand new Star Wars game releasing later this year for the Nintendo Switch and mobile. This new Star Wars game is a free-to-play, third-person competitive arena combat game and is called Star Wars Hunters. And in this video I'll be going over all the details and breaking down the trailer for you guys. So if you want to stay up to date with all things Star Wars Hunters, then be sure to subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any more videos. Whilst we don't have an exact release date yet, Star Wars Hunters promises to bring players together to engage in thrilling team-based, real-time multiplayer battles featuring a diverse array of distinctive new Star Wars characters. A few of these characters were shown in this trailer here, with a few teased at the end, which I'll go over in the breakdown later in the video. Star Wars Hunters is being developed by Boss Alien, a Natural Motion Games studio, and will be published by Zynga. It was announced a couple of years ago that Zynga was developing a new Star Wars mobile game, and a couple of weeks ago it was said, I think in an earnings call, that we'd hear more about it later this year, so I wasn't really expecting it to be in last night's Nintendo Direct. I am glad that they are bringing this to the Switch though, as I feel like it will probably be the best way to play the game. Fortunately for Switch players, you do not need to have Nintendo Online subscription to be able to play and download this game, and with it being free, it's accessible to a lot of players. As I said before, this game is multiplayer, and with it being across mobile and Switch, it will be cross-platform, so anyone playing on mobile will be able to play with their friends playing on the Switch. Now, I'm not much of a mobile gamer, so this coming to the Switch is great for me. In Star Wars Hunters, we'll be able to play as an array of characters including bounty hunters, rebellion heroes, ex-Imperial soldiers and more across various arena settings inspired by iconic Star Wars locales. With this taking place in an arena with crowds, I imagine the actual location of the arena itself will remain in the one spot, however it will have different map layouts and designs to act like it's Tatooine or Endor. I could of course be completely wrong, however that is just my guess. As stated by Lucasfilm Games on Twitter, this game takes place after the Galactic Civil War in the Outer Rim. I imagine this game will be canon, as I know a lot of people will probably be asking about that. It was stated by Lucasfilm back in January that all games going forward will be like they were with EA, so all of the characters we meet and play as, all the weapons they use and all of the rest of it will likely be canon, and like Battlefront 2 and Squadrons, I imagine the multiplayer battles we do won't necessarily be canon themselves, however the locations, the maps and everything like that will be. Not much else is known about the game beyond all of this though. We don't have a release date, we don't have any idea of what the gameplay is going to look like and how many characters will actually be playable at launch. There are still a ton of unknowns about this game, but no doubt we'll find out a lot more about it in the coming months. If you do have any questions, then please feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them, but if I can't then I'll simply say so. Without further ado though, let's get into the trailer breakdown. So we start off in this room with this front door opening. In this room there is a ton of graffiti everywhere and some weaponry on the floor. Firstly, on the left hand side here there's this drawing of what seems to me like a Jawa with a shield. Now I imagine on the right side of it this is some kind of weapon that it will use, but I think it would be really cool if we do actually see some kind of Jawa warrior. Just on the right of that we see this heavy pack and minigun, which as you'll see in a moment belongs to an Imperial Stormtrooper. On the right hand side there's another object that's Imperial, but I'm unsure as to what that actually is. We then go through the door, which then presents us with a bending corridor. On the right hand side we get to see 4 holograms of some of the characters that we'll get to play as. The first of which is this mysterious red lightsaber wielding character. I imagine she used to be an Imperial Inquisitor who would hunt down Jedi, but now participates in this sport of the arena. Either way, I'm excited to learn more about her. The second is then the Stormtrooper whom I mentioned just a moment ago with this heavy pack and minigun. Thirdly is a Mandalorian with dual pistols, and lastly we finish off with a Wookiee warrior with dual axes of some kind. We then go around the corner and the door to the arena opens, where we're met with smoke and gunfire. If you look really closely, you'll see what looks to me like the Wookiee warrior character running across the screen, and shortly after that we then see someone ignite their blue lightsaber. So this could very well be a Jedi of some kind, or it could be a bounty hunter who stole a lightsaber, but I do find that unlikely. Finally, we hear the sound of gunshots that matches very well to the B2 battle droid using the overload ability from Battlefront 2, which came from episode 2 in the Geonosian arena. So I'll be very curious to see if we see a reprogrammed B2 Battle Droid as a character to play as, but only time will tell. It then comes up with the Star Wars Hunters logo, which I absolutely love, and the trailer ends there. Just from that very short trailer, we get to see a number of characters that we'll get to play as, and I also feel like it shows that we can expect a very wide variety of them. In a game like this, there is endless potential for the characters that we get to play as, and I'm hoping the game will get serviced for years to come, where they actually add new arenas and new characters to the game. I'm not really expecting much in terms of customization for characters, but it would be really cool to have a couple of different skin options for them, and maybe some player identity that we can mess around with as well. I think there really is a lot that Zynga can do with this game, and I'm very excited to find out more. That is going to be it from me today, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of this announcement. Are you going to try the game out or not? Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.